In December 2015, HTP came out with the ProPulse 200. That was the moment that changed everything. That brought the Pulse MIG welding technology in a lot of small shops and garages. Then, in spring of 2019, the ProPulse 220 was born. An absolute bestseller, people love it. And I hate to see it go, but it's time. It's got to make room for its successor. The Freedom 250 Pulse. This is everything that every ProPulse 220 owner is lusting for. This is more power, more features, everything is just so much better. So let's dive into it. So we still have our polarity reversal on the front with the plug-in, just like you're used to it. You still plug your stick welding accessories in here. Now your TIG torch doesn't have to go into your Euro connector. It goes right down here into the negative part. Your ground goes in the positive, and you see there's an extra gas port. So now we do have high frequency start and another gas valve for TIG welding. So this now became a full DC, full-featured DC TIG welding machine, 230 amps. The power on the MIG side went up from 200 amps sustained to 230 amps sustained. And we upgraded our display to the same one we're using in the Independence 251 with your little USB-C port up here for future software upgrades. And you have basically the same menu functions. You have stick and pulse stick welding, 2T TIG welding, TIG spot welding, carbon air arc gouging, make 2T, 4T, 2T, 4T special spot and stitch welding. And if you pick your TIG welding, for example, it's DC only. You have standard pulse, soft pulse, sine wave pulse, and double pulse. So you have a full-featured DC TIG machine that you didn't have previously. On the MIG side, a lot of things have changed as well. You have now a manual MIG, Synergic MIG, pulse and double pulse MIG. Instead of having factory pre-programmed double pulse, now you have full adjustable double pulse. The machine needs 220 volt line voltage to operate in pulse programs. It will work on 208, but only in regular MIG, not in pulse. You have pulse programs for aluminum, steel, stainless, and brazing. Silicon bronze brazing, 030, 035. And then in this display you see your amperage, your peak amperage, and your wire speed. There is no material thickness here because you are in double pulse and we don't know what your double pulse parameters are. So you can set your double pulse frequency, you can set your duty, pulse duty or pulse on time, and you can set your background motor speed, all independently of each other. If you are in a single pulse program, you will see material thickness up here. As you make adjustments, your material thickness up here is shown in gauges, down here in decimals. That will change at the same time your wire speed will change. It will also change at the same time your voltage changes and your amperage changes. All these Synergic settings will all change at once. And then when you press the button, you see the highlighted line flip from here to there. This is your trim, your arc length control. Negative voltage means a shorter arc. Positive voltage means a longer arc. A good starting point is 0. You may have to go plus or minus 1 or maybe 2 depending on your application, your situation. In Synergic MIG, you now have programs for mild steel, not just for C25 gas and argon CO2 mixes, also for 100% CO2. A lot of guys have been asking about it for 030 and 035 wire. And again, it works the same way. This adjusts your material thickness, amperage, wire speed all at once from really thin metal to really thick metal. And then here, if you change your voltage, that makes your puddle a little bit more fluid or a little bit more crisp and better penetration. Going into the carbon air arc gouging. This is much like a stick welding mode. Both outlets are hot right now. You put your ground into your negative, your carbon air arc torch into the positive. And at 200 amps, you, with a little bit finesse, can work a 3/16 rod diameter. Otherwise, if you go a little bit lower, you have to go to 5/32. 4T Special will give you hot start options in any program. In any Synergic program, of course not in a manual mode. It will do this on steel, stainless, aluminum, with or without pulse. And you see your sequencer, you have your pre-gas, then you have your run-in parameters. You can pick automatic or pick your run-in speed. Pick your run-in speed by hand here and give it a percentage. That's 50% means 50% of the selected speed it comes out till it hits the material and then it kicks up. But the automatic functions are very close. This is your initial amps. This can be your hot start, or if you go into under 100%, that is a cold start. At 100%, it would just be like not having any hot start. 125, 135 is a good number typically. This is your slope down time when you let go, how long it takes to slope from the hot start to the welding parameters. There is no little bubble on the welding parameters because whatever you set your welding machine to, that is that setting right there. When you let go, there's another slope down timer. There's a final current that it's going to hold till you let go of the trigger, and then it'll go into your burn back, pinch, and post gas. And if you like the way how it welds, that's perfect. And if you want to change the inductance, you click here, and you can change your inductance from positive to negative 50 and tune in your arc characteristics. So if this didn't overwhelm you yet, and if you're still not totally bored, then follow HTP on their YouTube channel and on their Facebook and Instagram for more videos, small ones and big ones that explain the entire process. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.